Me and Robbie are gonna go get back my gun, I believe.
Alright.
And I will send you...
Yeah, I'm probably gonna
Rain
rain out in a minute. I'm just gonna go to bed.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I'm fucking a bit plastered, but anyway.
Yeah, no worries, no worries. Yeah, I'll see you soon. I'll send you a telegram.
Yeah, please do.
At least. Okay?
Okay, good. Well, I'll see you tomorrow, probably.
Okay, yeah. I don't know if I'll be awake tomorrow. I might take a rest, but
Yeah,
I'll
that's
let
fine.
you know, okay?
Well, good, no worries. Be safe, you two, alright?
Yeah.
Will do.
So this is absolutely safe, right?
Absolutely. I don't believe in too many absolutes in this world, Dahlia. He doesn't plan to hurt you, and you don't plan to hurt him. His concerns are once he gives it back to you, you plan on shooting him with it.
Nah, I won't do that.
As a statement.
He's paranoid.
Yes, he is.
Oh.
So is everyone in the crossing.
Apparently I have a lot on me right now.
You want to go to the bank?
Yeah, let's do that.
You should be fine.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get robbed or nothing like that.
Yeah. I mean, if all he's scared about is me, then I guess we got nothing to be scared about.
Hmm. The way he sees it, business is concluded between you two. That there's nothing more. And, well, I reminded him that he did leave you with a nasty scar, and he said that was a consequence for an action.
Mm-hmm.
So, he doesn't see anything else needs to happen from that.
Right.
I'm not here to determine motive or agenda for the future, just for tonight.
Right. Of course, Vodex, always. Oh my god, thank you for the 5 gifted! So nice of you, thank you. You did not have to do that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the RP as always.
Is you have a gun of Lancaster on your back now?
Yeah, but it's also stolen from the fucking sheriff's department, so...
He won't mind.
Yeah, probably
if
gotta
it's
get...
a trade. He just wants something to have in his hands in case he gets ambushed tonight.
Ah, I see. Okay, well, I guess that is a fair trade then. Lancaster for Lancaster.
Yeah.
Does he think he's gonna get ambushed tonight?
I don't know. I don't know what he thinks.
That was very interesting.
Yeah. War is war.
Yeah.
Always raging.
Yeah. War never changes.
No, it changes. All the time.
Yeah. What else did he have to say about me? Why'd you bring it up?
Because I told you I would. I told you I was going to go to him and tell him that.
What was his reaction?
It's fine. I think he was about to give it to me and just tell me to take it to you, but I told him that wasn't how you wanted to handle it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you wanted to talk to him face to face and confront, not confront him, that wasn't the word I used, but just that you needed closure.
Yeah, that's very true. God
Now,
damn, I think I'm out of alcohol.
don't need any. I warn you, tensions are high. They just went to a funeral and, well, tensions were high there and didn't end well.
Didn't end well? What do you mean?
A little bit of scuffles, nothing terrible, I guess.
Just petty arguments?
I don't know, a little more than that, but...
You know, I was
Egos.
yelled at over the body of one of our girls. I understand.
One of your
now.
girls?
Yeah.
Which one?
Cass.
Hmm.
Yeah, I was standing there in the doctor's office over a body. Vivian decided to come in and make a scene. And I said, don't worry, we're going to take care of this. And she turned to me and she said, yeah, well, you've done a real great job so far. And I had to bite my fucking tongue and look out the window.
Cass was like a little sister too, almost.
Yeah, she reminded
I liked
me.
Cass too.
She reminded me of mine.
She was always kind.
Yeah, I still go talk to her grave every week.
Where's she buried?
Flirt while you smoke. Up in Big Valley.
Really?
Yeah. If I ever go, I want to be buried there next to her.
Where is she buried there?
It's a rock by, it's a big rock by the butchers a little bit. South of the butchers.
There's a butcher in Big Valley.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. Give me 1 second. Let me adjust my bandages. Sorry, let me give me a second.
You're fine.
We're getting a drink, motherfucker. We are getting a drink for this shit because you know it's about to be a whole fucking thing.
I'll just ride slow.
No, yeah, you're good. Don't worry about it. We're fine.
Mm.
This is interesting.
It is Rose. Perhaps the second most entertaining place to meet odd people.
And good for the body high, if you know what I'm saying. Hey, yo.
No.
I will choose that.
No, I did give my word you weren't going to try nothing, so.
Okay, good.
It's not just your word, it's mine. If anger fills your eyes and you can't control yourself and you start to see red, then you find a way back.
I always do. I'm pretty good at dealing with Jack, actually.
Well.
Even before he slit my throat, I was still calm. But yeah, I'm sorry. I feel like we, like I got off topic or something.
What do you mean?
I feel like we were talking about something and I lost it.
I mean, we was talking about Chaos, where she was buried. By the butchers.
Oh, the funeral. Anyway, yeah, I think what I meant to say about that is that I've definitely seen how, people's emotions can get a little high in those types of situations, so...
Anger, hatred, sadness.
Yeah.
All boiling into one until it's just this concoction of strife and cantankerousness.
Yeah.
That word, cantankerousness.
Were you at the funeral?
No. I was unable to attend. Effie was kind to me, but I didn't know him well.
Effie was a bitch to me.
And Nash called me the mustache man once, and I thought he called me the mustard man, and I wanted to shoot him.
Robbie Gold, the mustard man.
Oh, I was heated. It was right after Goldie was injured and shot down by the by Solomon's boys.
Yeah, I rode out for Effie several times, and she was pretty fucking rude to me, actually. I never understood that.
Some people don't like people very much.
Well, but I never said anything to her. That's the problem, right? She, what it was is that, like I said, I rode out for her several times, right? Risked my life for her fights, just because I was obedient to Sam, because I was loyal to Sam, right? And when we went up to Armadillo we thought we were about to have a war. It didn't turn out that way, but We went up there, and I remember I woke up one day alone because everybody had gone back to the city while I was asleep. And she almost ran into me. She kind of barked at me a little bit. And I was like, she must not remember who I am. She probably just doesn't recognize me. She doesn't know that I'm her fucking adopted fucking son's left-hand man or whatever. You know what I mean? She probably just doesn't know. So I reintroduced myself. Reintroduced myself. I was like, Effie, I'm sorry. It's the problem here. It's me. It's Dahlia. It's Sam's girl. You know what I mean? Like, she didn't give a fuck. She was still rude to me. Like,
that's who she was.
I almost died for you, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Couple times I almost died for you. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I see you.
Yeah, and she cussed out Vivian and told her to get out of her damn house after Vivian was trying to just be there for Gold. That's just the way she was.
Yeah, but I wasn't cussing her out. I was just around.
Oh, Vivian didn't either. Vivian was just around too.
Huh.
It's just the way she was. If she didn't know you, she didn't want you around her until she did start to get to know you.
Well, that's kind of funny way to get to know people, huh?
Well, that's how some people are. There was a man that used to stalk her property, a man or two, I guess. I forget what they called him. He used to just sneak around her property. Me and this young man, we went onto her property and tried to hunt this creep. We didn't really know what his intentions were. I think he was some sort of fella that took pleasure in scaring people really more than anything. But he had hurt a couple people in the past already, and I think he had hurt Lucille at one point. So we was trying to hunt her down, and she ended up, I think, catching him, and yeah, and she shot his balls clean off.
Hey, I got a question, Robbie. How do you feel about the war in general?
Well, that's a loaded question.
If it helps you, the end that I'm getting to here is you and me. I think that there's a little bit of similarity in the way that we look at things, and that I guess what I'm trying to get at is if you were not necessarily in my position that I was in, but if you had a chance to maybe help, would you have done it?
Help who?
Help end it.
Yeah. I don't know. Can't give you a straight answer on that because I don't know. I don't live in what ifs.
How about
Ask me how I feel about it. I would be okay if they all killed each other.
Really? How about right now? How about if you were in the place right now that you were able to help in some way? Would you do it?
To end it.
What'd you say?
To end it.
To end it, yeah.
Would I help end it? I'm not in a place to help end it.
Well, what if you were?
I don't know. Depends on the way with which I felt that the end could be.
Oh, was that the biblical? Peacefully.
Because I know both sides, and there is no peaceful ending for either one of them.
Yeah.
They're the same. Two sides of the coin. One wearing feathers, one wearing a suit.
Good night, Bonix. Just wondering what you would think.
Yeah. They are, I have no stake in it.
So your perspective would just be to stay out because you got no dog in the fight, right? Is that what you're saying?
Lend guidance where guidance can be lended. But not really, I've tried to help those kids see truth, see reality. But problem is their truth has blinded the realities to which they have then altered reality to be something new.
Both sides, or
Just like the Genzas have for years, they've changed the truth to alter their realities to be what it is. It ain't the same. There's no helping them. And there would have been no helping me either in my younger life.
But you think both sides are the same in that regard, or you think it's just one?
Both. 100%.
Yeah, I agree.
Hell, they had a truce, right? Truce was broken because a gun was pointed and a meeting demanded. A meeting that was already said was going to happen, but impatience won the day and a meeting was demanded. No violence, no blood. And in return, 2 people died.
Yeah.
So you ask me, who's at fault for 2 people dying? Is it the one that pointed the gun first or the ones that pulled the triggers?
See, I don't know the details, but I don't think that that's all it was. And I wish I could say what it was, but I don't think that's all it was. Ashley, thank you so much for the 4 months.
Then if it's more, it's awfully curious. I'd be intrigued to see. But it's about hubris, it's about control, and it's about power.
Absolutely about hubris.
And who has the most.
Yep.
And who will let the other push the other one around, and neither side will let either side push them around.
Right.
So they'll keep bumping chest to chest. Hell's Mill said he shot Oliver because he didn't want to be told what to do in Saint Denis, right?
Right.
Hubris.
Absolutely.
You have no control over me, and you can't have control over me.
Absolutely.
And then another side saying, we will have control over you in our area and in our way.
I mean, but when you think about it, right? What did the West want to do with Saint Denis? Saint Denis wanted nothing to do with the West, right?
It was more than that. It had to do with what they thought was an agreement. An agreement that Jack thought he had fulfilled between him and the brothers. A respect, an agreement that they would handle their own if one misstepped.
Right.
And Jack nearly killed one of his own people for misstepping.
But didn't the Italians as well?
And the Italians did the same. The Cenzos did the same to Oliver.
Right.
And yet that wasn't enough. They still wanted reparations, right? They still wanted money. So it just falls to power and control.
You really think it's not going to end until what?
Tough one. Because I don't think it will. The only way the brothers ever back down is if one of them are dead and the family starts falling apart because they've lost someone. Howdy. The hell's Morgan doing out here? Fucking slimeball.
Who is Morgan?
runs with the Panthers.
You don't like the Panthers?
Nope, not particularly.
Oh, hello.
Howdy, Maple.
Howdy.
Is that Tabitha Thorn?
Oh, hi. How are you doing, Robbie?
Oh, I'm well. How are you?
Doing all right. What's going on?
Well, we're just riding around,
I love
enjoying
your
the
pants.
west.
Well, thank you.
It's a good color.
Giving Dahlia here a tour of the armadillo. Telling her how I used to run this place.
Oh, okay. Well, good to meet you, Dahlia. My name's Tabitha.
Nice to meet you.
You know, we made our own sheriff here. We were a
Oh.
gang, and we made our own sheriff.
That sounds very lawful.
She was actually a very good sheriff. She kicked us out of town. She kicked everyone out of town when they started talking problem here. Oh, Shields. She's with my kids and my wife, taking care of them.
Well, that's nice.
Mm.
Hi,
Good
Bruce.
woman.
Mm.
Well, y'all look like y'all's about to ride somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah. Just a little patrol.
Well, I'll let you to it.
Of course.
Take care, Robbie.
Yeah, it's good
Yeah,
seeing
y'all
you,
take
Robbie.
care. Be safe, all right?
Catch up. You
Nice
have a
to
good one.
meet you.
Everybody around here used to be real sick, but we tried to
you're
help out the town as much as possible.
Mhm.
Now I don't much care for the Panthers.
Yeah, what, why?
Ah, 'cause they felt like they knew who I was. Desmond felt like he could run his mouth about who I was to Summers.
Actually, I'm sorry, can we stop at the saloon?
Sure, you're
Well,
thirsty. You want some alcohol,
Yeah, I
some
need to-
bravery.
also that, but I need to get some water and food as well.
Run over it.
Yeah. Crazy.
Might do a little loop and see. I'm headed up to the fort.
Yeah. You see him, let me know.
All right.
I'll keep watch here.
That's crazy. That bird is just sitting there with him.
Hmm?
Bird is just sitting there with him. All calm and quiet.
Hmm.
No, I don't much care for Panthers. Gavin Summers was hunting me down, and he was definitely looking for some trouble with me. It wasn't a house call.
Still never met that man either.
Interesting man. One I share way more in common with than he thought. But he was mad at me because I demanded a meeting, but I didn't really demand a meeting. I just figured he would easily give me one. I didn't figure it was a big deal. He saw it as a big deal because, well, hubris, ego. He's a legend. I'm a has-been. I think it had more to do with getting out of Cisco. Being time and solitary and what it does to your mind, what it does to you.
Yeah, I've seen that happen firsthand. Have you seen Dr. Creed anywhere around?
Oh no. Heard his name. Don't know.
Alright. I'm wondering when he gets out of Cisco.
Oh.
Because he
See
caused
that
a
rock?
lot of my problems. Yeah, which one?
One straight ahead, all the way, the big hill.
Okay, yeah?
It overlooks the lake out there.
Maybe.
Far left now. All right, now straight ahead in the distance.
Okay, yeah.
Got married up there.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Great.
I hope they're here. It has been several hours.
Who is it?
Jack. Some of his people.
Which people?
A lot of them when I was here. Mills was here, but Mills and I took off.
You know, I made Mills cry.
What? Why? I like Mills.
Not with my singing.
Oh. Mills is a pretty good guy.
I don't know him.
Yeah. It does not look like they are here.
Fuck.
Let's check. A couple places.
Okay. I'm gonna put on the Spotify music.
No, Mills is fiercely loyal.
How did he end up in this?
But he has a good head on his shoulders. And like I said, he's fiercely loyal, that's how. Been riding with Jack a very long time.
You know, before Jack slit my throat, he asked me to be loyal to him. Can you believe it?
Yeah. What'd you say?
I mean, I laughed at him.
Everybody betrays Jack, that's why.
I said, well, what do you want from me then? And I don't know, he said something along the lines of everything. I want your undying loyalty. I think I just laughed.
Everybody betrays Jack. Almost everybody.
Why?
That's why he is. That's why he's the way he is. Who's that riding out there? I guess it's a no one. Because he pushes people away. Gives them reasons to betray him.
Is that what happened with Sloan?
I'm not sure on what happened with Sloan. Perhaps a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B, yeah?
Maybe. I don't know, I'll be honest, I don't really trust that girl.
That's probably really good intuition.
Hi, Artsy! Oh my god, Artsy, I'm so excited! Thank you! Have a great night.
Neither did Goldie.
Hmm?
I said neither did Goldie. But Goldie was willing to give her a chance.
Yeah, so was I.
And then Sloan called Goldie a coward in front of everybody and tried to discredit her.
Yeah, I think that might have happened to me a little bit too.
So is she part of the familia now? Is she one of them? Or is she just their doctor?
I mean, I don't know. I can't speak for those motherfuckers.
Those motherfuckers.
I told you, I love some of them. Some of them I'm not that close with.
Let me write Jack. So we're not chasing a ghost.
Yep.
I apologize. I thought for sure he'd be up there.
That's alright. You gotta apologize to me.
And I figured. I already told him I was gonna do it, so I figured we'd do it whenever he's least expecting it, so he's not on guard and has nothing planned. He's just receiving in.
Huh.
What?
It's a good, good thought.
It's the best thought. I thought it.
And she still defended them. And Dahlia still defended fucking Sloane's bitch ass. Yeah, about Goldie too, yeah. Dahlia thinks that Sloane threw her under the bus, and she still didn't throw Sloane under the bus right now. Fuck anybody that doesn't see how honorable of a character Dahlia is. Didn't even sell out one of the ones she thinks was the reason that she's where she's at.
I'm gonna be sad.
Hmm?
So I'm gonna be sad soon.
Who? Wait, what?
I said I'm gonna be sad soon.
Why are you gonna be sad?
This toe tech's about ready to be put down.
Oh, this horse?
Hmm.
Oh. Blame Dahlia.
They sent him to me. It was
Such a
not that-
snake.
It was already pretty old. But he's served me well since I've had him.
Mm-hmm.
I had to kill the previous toe tech.
Oh, really?
He was, well, you see Max, I told you the story, Max, she believed, and when you died, you went, like your spirit remained in this place that was everywhere and nowhere all at the same time.
Purgatory.
I guess I've heard it called that, but she called it the nowhere place.
Mm.
And she believed that you could kind of communicate with people there, and so she always had these animals around, these dead animals, and she always was like walking around acting like she was in full communication almost with them. So whenever we did her funeral, I killed my horse and sent it to be with her.
Wow.
Now, I don't know how much your horse means to you, but to us cowboys, to us out here in the West, to us outlaws, it's like cutting off a leg or an arm. It's part of us. That's why I got so mad whenever Sonny and Cesare thought it was funny to take swings at this old boy.
This horse?
Hmm. It's part of who I am.
Right. Why did they take swings at your horse?
Well, they said they didn't realize it was mine, and then after they said that, they said, well, they didn't think I was there, so I can only imagine that it still has something to do with them not fully respecting me. And just having an opportunity to kick a horse. For all the talk of respecting the city and people in the city and such, they're so willing to just punch somebody's horse or extort somebody. It's so easy. I don't reckon too many people out here these days.
Mm.
Effie and Nash gone this place back to a ghost town. They gave it life for at least a few weeks.
What? Robbie, can I ask you something?
What?
What did they even fucking do?
What do you mean?
Like I said, I rode out for them. I risked my life for them several times, and I still cannot fucking tell you a single thing they did in the world.
Ranches? Creating a place, a home, feeding people when they came by.
Oh, so they were just fucking a soup kitchen? I can't believe that.
That's not what I said. Ranches, people that took care of others. They ran Braithwaite Manor. There's a lot of staff there, a lot of people that were given jobs to work. A lot of effort, a lot of time, a lot of hours in the fields.
Then how did they get so mixed up in
Mixed
this kind
up.
of shit? I mean,
They weren't
besides
mixed up in this kind of shit.
But you know, we were practically their fucking lackeys. I mean, Sam's Club, anytime they thought they had a problem with somebody, we would have to fucking ride out against them. Why
You would have
Rangers?
to, or Sam wanted to.
They would ask Sam to. So why?
And you're talking about all the Billy Joe Baba stuff.
That, everything, you know, there was other times as well.
See, Effie, she held down her home. Anybody came into her home, she would shoot them if they would not leave. No questions asked.
So then why were they bringing in our group?
I don't think they intended to, probably. I don't know. I can't answer that question. All I can imagine is Sam offered. You know, the Chenzas and, no, it was Solomon. Solomon and Jack were fighting. And so a bunch of blood was shed and Goldie was injured. And Goldie, Effie allowed Goldie to come to her house, stay in her bed until she was healed. She was in a coma in there for weeks. And so Effie took care of her, tended to her, and made sure she was all right for weeks. But they kicked everyone else out of the house. Zero tolerance. Any type of war talk was not allowed in her house. Any talk about Solomon and the cut and going, any plans, any strategizing, not allowed. And the same was if a cut member was injured, it was the same. None of them would be allowed to come into her house and do the same, but she made it clear that she would even treat them if they needed it. I'm fairly certain that was her full intentions with this, but the fact that she was all the way out here made it different. It wasn't exactly as neutral feeling.
I'm a little confused. So she would only treat one side, or she refused to treat both sides?
She would treat both sides. She refused to allow any of the feuding or the conspiring or the war talks of planning and strategization to happen on her property. People could come visit their sick, and then they had to leave. What?
It's just funny to me because my only relationship with them is, hey, we want you to go fight this fight for us.
Maybe that's how it felt for you, but like I said, I don't know. I don't know that fight. I don't know how their relationship with Sam was. I can only imagine that that Sam might have volunteered and they just relented and allowed it. I'm not sure. Or maybe Nash felt it in his loins to cause some problems or do things. I don't know. I didn't know Nash at all. Let's see if he's written me. I didn't know them well, but I just know that one instance where they were not going to be involved in any of Jack's wars. They did not want to be involved in it. They were not people to get involved when it wasn't their business.
Yeah. I think there's a lot of pieces of this puzzle that I'm not privy to. So.
The truth is buried behind opinion.
Mm.
And rarely do we see it. For only the dead know.
That's true. That's true. You got anything?
No.
Mm. My clock is kind of ticking, I think.
In what way? You're young.
No, or when Sam gets out.
You think he's gonna ride after you?
Yeah, I know it. Think you take a drink? I mean, not unless I can fix something before that.
And why? What motive does he have to ride after you?
He wants to make an example out of me.
You don't walk away from him.
Yeah.
And yet so many of his people have walked away from him.
Yeah, but
Victor,
honestly...
Craig, how many others?
Yeah, a lot. And they've done worse things than me. They've actually ratted him out. But I was the first, and like I said, well, I mean, I don't know if I said this to you, but before everything happened, he used to make jokes that he was the Jesus Christ of the crossing. I think he wanted a Judas, and I think that
The
I
hell?
was the perfect model.
Maybe you were the most dear to him, so when you left, it felt like a betrayal. You were the closest. Number 3.
Yeah, we were very close. I miss it.
Sissica has a way of changing people. You never know.
Yeah.
All you can hope is that his anger has resided and has no longer there.
I don't think it has. I think it's only grown. I think it's building on itself in there.
Wow.
I think that him and his friends are still mining. I mean, yeah, God, he used to send me anonymous threats for the first week. I think him and his friends are still in there picking potatoes and mining and talking about how they're going to kill Dahlia Malone.
So what's your plan?
Try and reason with him, right? Hard to reason with an unreasonable person, but...
I mean, you just told me what you believe is that he's been sitting there stewing forever.
Mm-hmm.
Howdy. Who is that? Who's that? Your voice is familiar.
Is that Robbie?
Yes.
Yeah, it's Peter.
Oh, how you doing, Peter?
Yeah, getting there.
Oh. All right. I was just wondering. I was trying to figure out. I was looking for some people. You seen any groups riding around?
All black?
I don't know if they're being all black. Normally they ain't. Maybe half ponchos.
Hmm. Not much happening in Valentine or Blackwater, I believe.
All right. I appreciate it, Peter.
Probably running out in the boonies or running around Sydney.
All right. Hey, I might put
luck.
on a poker tournament soon. Maybe might be using the Blackwater. I haven't made a decision yet.
Yeah, look, assuming what type of crowds come to those games, it would probably be best that I don't even partake.
What do you mean? What sort of crowds?
I'm sure you're exactly familiar.
I'm not too familiar with it. Most of my crowd, my poker buddies, are all in Sissica.
Yeah. Precisely those ones.
Oh, you got a problem with them?
I have a problem shooting and killing my friends, yeah.
I can understand that. Well, I don't reckon they'd be the ones that would be there if it's kicked off sooner than later.
Right.
But I'll keep that in consideration.
No, this isn't me saying you not to do it. You just I won't be entertaining it.
Right. I fully understood what you meant. I understand, Rockwell. No worries. Well, Shit, it got dark quick. We better keep on the trail. I'll see you around, Peter.
Yeah, likewise.
Take care of yourself.
Peter Rockwell, huh?
Yeah. I didn't know he's friends with Danny, but now I do.
Danny.
Kerrigan.
Ah, I see. I mean, all I ever knew of him was him trying to undercut everybody's treasure hunting business.
Peter Rockwell.
Yeah.
Yeah, and trying to overcut everybody's gym business.
Mm-hmm.
A greedy man looking to gain wealth however he can. Power, prominence, relevancy. Probably not a terrible man, but focused on those things.
Mm.
We're all focused on something. Who are we to judge each other?
Mm.
That's the problem. Everybody's so quick to judge everybody across the crossing.
Yeah, that's very true. That's very true, actually.
Call them Muppets, call them cockroaches, call them all sorts of names. And everybody's so puffs their chest out in peacocks. It's funny. I had a man sitting there screaming, calling a well-known outlaw that was very dangerous and had fought in several battles against law and others. He felt like he was calling him a coward and said he was peacocking, running around like he was big and bad. And I was like, you're doing the exact same thing right now behind his back. You are puffing out your chest and peacocking. And you don't even know the man. You only know what a little bit. And you're judging him and peacocking yourself.
Mm.
He didn't like I said that. He walked away. I hate self-righteousness.
Mm-hmm.
People that will believe they are better than others.
Yep. It
And
reeks
yet-
of insecurity.
And yet I'm self-righteous at times. We all are.
I don't know if I really am.
You don't know if you are.
No, I don't think I'm very self-righteous.
Not
The
at all.
opposite, actually.
If I was Jack Kettleman, where would I go right now? He would, hell, they're either riding all the way east to find trouble, or they're dealing with Henderson.
Interesting. Why would they be dealing with Henderson?
Because he's an idiot.
Yeah. What did he do to them?
He put a decree that they're not allowed in Valentine.
You know what? He held me up yesterday, actually.
Hmm.
Let me go because one of my old friends was rolling with him.
Henderson's a train wreck. Trying to control Valentine and tell people they can and can't ride there or be there. He tied Pip up and drug him through the streets and shot him.
Why?
Well, I think him and Pip have history.
Got it. I'm not a bad shot. If you ever curious.
Who's that Henry fella? Always hovering as your shadow.
Just a worker. You know?
Just
New
a
friend.
worker. He ain't just a worker.
What do you mean?
He's a shadow is what he is.
Well, that's good. Those are the type of people I need.
Protection.
Mm-hmm. People that are loyal. For no reason other than they like me.
Nah, you don't want people to be loyal because they like you.
Why?
Because all you gotta do is one act to make them not like you. And then they lose their loyalty.
I mean, and what's better? Being hired? That's worse.
Yeah.
You were the one that told me the other day when we were talking. You said, you know, you give people a purpose.
But I didn't
Well.
use the word liked you. Did I?
Well, what if I give them a purpose and they like me?
And that helps. I said manipulate to make them indebted to you.
really into that.
That's how you control people.
Uh,
How you keep loyalty. Ask Jack.
yeah, he seems like a prime example of how to manipulate people into loyalty.
He's actually not as bad as most people feel when it comes to that. Everybody wants to call him a cult, which I laugh because they got the same amount of people just following them around. And yet they'll call somebody, like I said, they slap labels onto everything.
Mm.
Try to make everything so easy. So we'd ride through Blackwater. I doubt most of them are wanted.
Try it.
All right.
We get an outside perspective of how it looks, of what?
What do you think will end the war?
I don't know. That's what I'm kind of trying to figure out.
Jack's death. A brother's death.
If they're too prideful, then yeah. Definitely, Desmond.
You don't think that would just create more flames for the fire? You think that will dull aside to surrender?
If one of them dies, no, I don't think that's gonna end the war. I think it's gonna take both of them fucking getting over themselves and having a conversation and saying, you know what? Let's make a deal. Let's find something that works out for both of us. Whether it's money, whatever. You know, both sides of blood. But no, someone dying, Jack dying, no, everybody else is just gonna get more pissed off. Cesare dies, Sonny dies, everybody else is just getting more pissed off, and it's never gonna end like that.
Yeah. Howdy. Now let me check real quick, see.
Are you going on vacation?
Yeah, I'm gonna be gone.
You? Wait, are you two together?
DC's conflict with Tuesday went perfectly, perfect cinematic ending. I didn't see any of that.
Hey, so.
Did it go too fast or too slow?
I think I just made her angry.
Yeah, that's true, Marty.
All right, I know where they are.
You do?
Mhm.
But yeah, honestly, I mean, I think it really is just gonna take both of them getting the fuck over themselves at this point.
It ain't gonna happen. You know, I both know that'll happen.
So then what? Death. It's just gonna be revenge.
Yep. Eye for an eye, vendetta.
Exactly. Eye for
Blood
an eye
for
until the world
blood.
goes blind.
That's all they wanted with us, just blood for blood over and over and over. And they always they'd only stop and they only offered peace whenever they felt they had struck the most or struck last. It's the only time Jack will offer peace too, is after he has spilt blood of, and then offer peace.
Damn, I forgot to get whiskey. Fuck.
You don't need whiskey. I got some moonshine. You want some moonshine?
Nah.
It's Pip. Pip made it apparently. Watch out for wolves.
Fuck.
Oh, hell, I didn't bring no food. Oh well.
I have a stew if you're hungry.
I might need it before long. Don't hit me in the head.
I won't.
What?
Yeah, I just wish there was some fucking way.
Why? What's your stake in it? Your friends?
Yeah.
You don't have to hide things from me.
I told you the other night, I don't think anybody deserves to die over a fucking ice cream shop.
Not over an ice cream shop. It's over the fact that an ultimatum was told and broken. And then it just turned into egos after that.
It's always fucking egos. That's the thing. It's always fucking egos.
Oh, yeah. It was a hard lesson for me to learn. Because I didn't always believe it was my ego either. I believed it was about respect. I believed it was about
Honor.
forcing people to respect you. Forcing people to... I think someone's hurt.
Where?
I don't know. There's a horse here. Anyone around here? Anyone hurt?
Dahlia's not gonna get shot.
Yeah, I'm gonna get
Dahlia's
my gun
not-
out of the
Dahlia's
saddle real
not-
quick.
Dahlia's not getting shot tonight. What'd you say?
Oh, I said help get my gun out of the saddle. There we are. When you live a life like we live, like they live, a life that demands fear, because it does.
Mm.
It demands having a presence that people are afraid to cross you.
Mm.
Because...
Yeah, but then people are just gonna want to poke the bear.
No. People that are smart. People are scared. And some people might want to poke a bear, but not very many. And that's normally just the foolish kids that will want to poke a bear, and then they're easily swatted away.
A lot do.
You have to earn the respect in that world. And it's not easy. But let's say you say, like the Dechenzas, for instance. The Dechenzas say, you're welcome to come do business in Saint Denis, but you are not welcome to cause trouble in our city without first talking to us. Or if it is something that happens, then you talk with us afterwards. Let us know what's going on. But they demand that anything that happens in their city, they must be kept abreast.
Yeah, what's
Fine.
the problem with that?
Nothing in spirit. But then somebody crosses that and doesn't do that for them, right? somebody says, I don't know you that, who are you to tell me what I can and can't do? So they say, no, you can't tell me that. So are they to not retaliate or not do anything after they have put their foot down and said, this is what we're saying goes? If they don't do anything, they look weak.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not necessarily the ego, it's we have to do this, we have to retaliate, we have to yell at them or
Wait.
cause problems or punish them.
Wait, I'm sorry. Can you go south just a little bit? Just 1 second. It won't take long.
Yeah. Where at? Which part? Right ahead.
South. Yeah. You can see it. I think that's it. Straight ahead. Yeah, let me go. I'll be right back. It'll take 1 second.
Yeah.
All right, here's the thing. I'm actually going to take this time to take a bathroom break because I know that this is about to be a whole scene, but I am going to serve you a scene in 1 second here. Okay, scene time. Really quick. Hey guys. It's me again. My throat is healing. It's gonna take a while, but I'm gonna give him hell, alright? Someday I'll probably be with you right here, but not fucking today. And not this week, and not this month. Not if I have anything to say about it, alright? Love you. Alright, let's go.
You see that tree way out there in the middle? They call it a mother tree.
Yeah.
I got 3 friends buried right across the river from it.
3?
Yeah. Max, Liam, and I take that back. Max, Philly, and Michael. And there's a fishing shack up the river a little bit, up the creek. Chavez is buried there. Now, imagine there are wounded up here. I imagine this is a sensitive place.
Okay.
I also imagine that discretion is important.
I'll be nice.
Well, not just nice, but discretion and discreetness of this location is important.
Yeah, you don't gotta worry about that. I'm not a fucking snitch.
Right. Well, I don't expect you to go to law.
Yeah, let's
I'm not a fool either.
yeah, well, if there's one thing that you should learn about me, Robbie, is that I'll never be an informant, not for any side. I don't believe in that. I believe that's the most dangerous game you can play, and I'm not playing it.
Good.
People who think they can be informants because they think they're too clever, it's because they overestimate themselves. That's an ego thing too.
This is why I don't hate. Hate's a strong word. That's why I dislike Desmond and the whole fucking Pal Panthers. He thinks himself an informant.
Really?
Desmond? Oh, absolutely.
Interesting.
He trades information for information. Admitted it to me that he was trading information of my whereabouts for information of Jack. And he was going off that information that I was feeding information of the West to Jack. So he was so eager to give me up.
What do you have against you?
He never knew me until the other day when I went to that speakeasy and introduced myself.
Ever?
Never. And yet he was so willing to give me up to my death, a man such as I. Panthers are remnants of the Lobos, so I understand the Lobos and I were not exactly close. In fact, one of their members shot me once upon a time.
Yeah, I didn't know much about them.
Let's see. Hopefully Jack's little... Yeah. Jack!
Who's that he's with?
Well, if anything goes
Run,
sideways...
hurry.
So
For any reason.
this girl has a hunchback, and everyone in town makes fun of her.
Mm-hmm.
But the guy says, "Oh, I
You
think
just
she's
hop on my horse and
beautiful.
ride
I'm
as fast
gonna ask
as you
her
can."
on a date."
No, it shouldn't.
So he goes up to her and he says,
Gotcha.
"Hey, I know people
But that's what you're going to do
look
if
at
anything
you like
does.
this, but I think
Mhm.
you're beautiful.
Alright.
Would you like to go on a date with me?" And she goes, "Oh my gosh, oh would I?"
Is Jack
would I?"
here?
He goes, "Hunchback, hunchback."
Mill.
Wagon.
Mills.
Stagecoach.
Are you ignoring me? Is Jack
And
here?
I was telling a joke. He's taking
Oh.
a shit.
All right, we'll give him a minute.
Howdy, motherfucker.
Hi.
I said howdy.
How,
howdy.
Put
How
your
are you?
goggles away.
Sit down somewhere that isn't right here. Jesus fucking Christ.
Like, do you have to like walk up to it and like put up binoculars and just say?
You alright?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Did you guys get it? Because
What happened?
he has a wooden eye.
Nothing important.
said,
I'm not sure
"Would
I've ever
I?"
met you.
The
I'm
hunchback?
Alice.
I get it.
Nice to meet you,
There
Dahlia.
go, there you go.
I think maybe we met once.
Maybe.
I
Maybe it's been a
can't
while.
remember.
Is Jack still shitting?
Well, it's nice to meet you.
What happened
Yeah.
to
Wait,
Aurora?
James.
She's she's right over there.
What happened to her? She all hunched
No,
over.
those cans are up here.
I actually didn't ask.
This
her,
can doesn't have a border.
but I'm pretty sure she got shot by Law.
Hmm.
It's the can up there,
Pigs.
Mills, that has the strings to it.
Yeah.
Hi, James. You look well.
Is that meant to be funny? Go fuck yourself.
No, I mean it. Are you okay?
Okay, we're good. We're okay.
Oh, right there.
James, where's you going?
On my horse. Why?
All right. Well, your holster's empty. What's a gunslinger without a gun?
So's my scabbard, an injured one.
Oh. Can't draw.
You know when you get shit. I mean, you get shot in the hip.
So is this the day that
Having
the old
a-
man challenges the young buck?
Having a gun
When you can't draw a gun.
on your hip
You want a duel, James?
is painful.
On duel, James.
You want a duel, James?
50 fucking paces, lady.
You want to try me? You want to try this old goat?
You remember that, Alice?
Me?
Is your name Alice?
No, I
I'm
thought you said.
sorry, I wasn't even listening to you.
Oh, there's two
You remember
Alices?
that? You remember
No,
that day at
Zip.
Emerald
Shut
Ranch? You remember
up.
that Lennox fella?
Oh,
Oh, that's tilapia.
You know, I I thought James was gonna be the dumbest member around here, but Zip
He
take the
is.
cake.
Well, he always says him and I are alike, so maybe it's the dumbness. It's definitely ain't the looks. Look at that piece
Listen,
of
the
shit.
dumb fella who don't know he's dumb is more dumb than the dumb fella who doesn't know he's dumb. You understand?
Do you know you're dumb?
Oh yeah, I do.
Goddamn true. You too.
Isn't it great, Robbie?
I've got some redeemable qualities you don't.
They remind me of
Like what?
my old
You're just a
people so
fucking
much.
idiot. I don't think you could shoot straight.
You want to go test
Dahlia's here with me, by the way.
Test what?
Yeah.
or shooting?
I can test your fucking.
I don't think I have to say
I can test
no
your,
harm should
your
come
intelligence.
Yeah, don't worry. It should be fine.
All right.
Hey, let's put an apple on Dahlia's head. Whoever can hit it first.
You see this?
Only if I get to do you first.
You see this, Zip?
Oh hell no! You gotta pass that by Alice.
With an apple.
I'm not a bad shot.
You know what you have in common with this?
With an apple. Alice.
I'm gonna have to go with a fuck now.
If I opened your head and replaced your brain with this, I don't think much would change.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
immaculate.
don't think
yeah.
I'd live
Or
anymore,
Auden,
you
yeah.
idiot.
It's that
You
guy.
need a brain to live, stupid.
All right, you two, stop unegoing, because that's what this is. It's like the declining ego.
Oh, it'll go all day. It's great.
kind of
It's free entertainment.
Nothing in life is free.
You're all right.
Every sentence you hear come out of our mouths is just making you more like that. Hey!
Hey, you all right?
Yeah. I'm fine.
Sorry.
What happened?
The outlaws are actually so funny.
What'd they do? Shoot you down?
Shot at me.
Cheap
I know.
shotted her.
I gave her a
Yeah.
hug.
And then I got off my horse and twisted my ankle and fell.
I thought you weren't
Yeah.
wanted.
I didn't
Oh,
think I was.
I
until
recognize him. I recognize
Earlier,
him.
Henderson held up Zip in the middle of Valentine, and I held a gun to him. Somebody saw the whole thing.
Oh, vigilantism.
What the fuck? Henderson is still at it.
Oh yeah, he kicked us out of Valentine.
He runs Valentine.
Yeah,
Everyone be
he
careful.
kicked us out. So then he held a gun to Zip, so I
He
had a gun
runs
to him.
a farm in town covered in pig shit and low
And then
quality
he
whiskey.
telegrammed Jack saying that one of us snitched on him because people knew too much.
Yeah.
But that's what happens when you're in the middle of Valentine. I wasn't surprised by it once I found out I was wanted.
Guys,
Well, wasn't
can we
someone
leave
saying that the person he was with was like a lawman
Who
recruit?
I don't know who the guy he was with was.
Let's leave Henderson alone. He tried to put a fucking trial on for Jack, and everyone turned on him. That's
The only
the
thing is
saddest
he's
thing
gonna
that could
try to
ever
give me a
happen.
hard time every time I'm in Valentine, so I'm just gonna gun him down every time I go in. Shot him in the leg the
Fair
other
enough.
day. I'll shoot him again.
I
thinks he
accidentally
can
threw
scare
one of
me
his
out of
goons off the
Valentine.
cliff, actually.
He needs to get checked anyway. He smacked Zip here.
He did. He whacked you right across the head.
Do we really care about that, though?
Yeah, but
I
he was
do.
like as soft as a pillow.
Oh, we can't get upset over every little thing now.
No, it's
Especially
he,
if it happens to
he
Zip.
threatened me that if I go back to Valentine, that he's gonna shoot me.
Little piece
What?
of shit.
Stop being an asshole.
I don't think James knows how to not be an asshole. It's the only
At
personality
least
he has.
try, James. Come on.
It's
I am
true.
trying. I trust
No,
me, I'm
you're
trying
not.
very hard.
He would literally be nothing if he wasn't an asshole.
Zip, shut up. That
Yeah,
is
shut the
not
fuck up, Zip. You're not
me
allowed to tell.
talking.
You're not allowed to be rude
James,
to me.
Don't make me hurt you.
I've
I will
earned my
punch
spot to be an asshole to
No,
Zip.
I know, but you don't have to be an asshole to him all the time. And Zip,
Okay,
That's
I'll
right.
refrain.
you need to watch it.
Why?
You need to watch it, Zip. I'm allowed to be an asshole to you. You're not allowed to get upset about it.
Listen,
Not
no,
yet.
that's not even true.
Don't let it get all to your head, though, James. You gotta be an asshole when it matters.
Exactly.
Right.
You got to pace out your asshole a little bit.
That's right. Just,
I gotta
no,
spread.
no.
He's already
Yes,
used
you
to
gotta
doing
spread
that.
it
That
out.
was
James.
poorly phrased.
It's literally the Western Vincenzo's.
Just said that.
I think that's a perfect saying for James. You get space.
I gotta what?
Hey,
It's very fitting.
I gotta refrain from time to time. I understand.
Mills, did Goldie ever write y'all back? Because I never heard from her or found her.
No. I'm sure she'll be around.
She probably said, "Fuck this, I'm leaving again."
James, you gonna tell me that I'm bullshitting when I tell you I actually missed your humor?
Yeah, actually, I believe you for a second.
I really do mean it.
Yeah. I think our shitter's finally
You remind me
done.
of a lady, actually.
Oh.
This announcement. Don't nobody look in this box if you know what's good for you.
Yo!
Shitbox.
Oh my god. If that's the box that was inside, I took a couple things out of it.
Hey, Zip,
I
come over
took some
here.
things out of it too.
I think
He put some things in it.
I should introduce myself to you. What's your name?
I'm Aurora. Met you a few times the other day.
Ah, yes. Sorry. Good to see you
Sorry.
again.
You as well, Dahlia.
Is this what we're doing now?
Yeah.
Aw, more awkward silences. Dahlia, the master of awkward silences. The initiator. The deity of awkward silences.
How you doing, Twinkle Toes?
Feeling a lot lighter.
Yeah. How's that? Is that why you took that box out?
I was paying the utility bill. You kept your word.
Oh yeah, of course.
How are you?
Never been better in my life.
Good to hear. So what's your favorite color?
I figure you come to say some things. There was a telegram that you sent several days ago that I might find it interesting to learn who certain people were, who the fence sitters were. Now I sent you a telegram back too saying, whatever you endured, for us it's over with.
Sorry, I need to put my head on. I gotta be careful about getting the bandages wet. Sorry, continue.
That's alright, I already said my piece. Now whatever you're gonna tell me, you can say in front of these people. On the counter, it's interesting and pertains to all of us.
Absolutely.
The gun that you want is here. It hasn't been touched. It might have been used once or twice, but still in pristine condition. Here, let's wipe it down just in case. Well, we're all ears, and we're really curious to find out what it is that you have to say.
All right. So I just want to confirm one thing. And trust me, it's relevant. Who told you that I was riding with the Italians?
Whoever it is, that's our business, and we're not going to spill that.
All right.
I'm just
That's
being
fine.
frank. I'm being frank with you. That you're barking up a tree that's got no limbs.
That's fine. It was just to confirm the information I'm about to give you, but honestly, I don't think I even need a confirmation. Cora Vane. She's been talking to you, right? Telling you things
Relevant.
about me? Telling you things about the Italians, maybe.
Only thing I know about Cora is that she's got a beautiful singing voice.
Hey, Cora does.
Oh yeah, you
I
should have
never
heard her sing. Ooh, Zip, you remember? Wait till he gets back. Zip will tell you she sang for us.
All I know is she was gonna play poker with me until Delaney got her hands on her and Delaney-ized her. That's a word now, Delaney-ized.
All
What
I
does that
know,
mean?
All I know is that,
Turned
as
you
far as
into an
what
idiot.
Cora told us, all I know about Cora is that she does business out of Saint Denis and she sang a song or two for us.
Alright, well, you don't have to fucking lie to me. I'll tell you right now that she feeds all the information she gets to the DiCenzos.
Don't she work for Sam?
Yeah, she, likes to say she doesn't work for Sam.
Kind of like what you did, huh?
No. That's where you're wrong. I walked away from Sam. We had an agreement. I walked away from Cora and Ben. They understood. I never worked for the Italians. Ask them if I worked for them. They'll tell you no. And I'm not gonna bullshit you. What she told you, and I know she's the one that told you, because she's the only one that fucking saw it. I was with them that day. Looking for Sloane. And I regret ever sticking my neck out for that bitch. But that was a coincidence. That was not a job.
So let me get this straight. The day that Sloane got hit, which by the way, the folk that hit her had every right to do it, because ever since or ever after she went with the DiCenzos or whoever the fuck she's with now, she was with us and she wronged us. That was nobody's business but our business. And we took care of it. When that happened, gangs, hordes of deputies started roaming the West. Now they were roaming the West for what reason? They were looking for Sloane. They knew where Sloane was.
Now, by deputies, do you mean actual deputies, or do you mean how you call them, the DiCenzo deputies?
I'm talking about both of them. Both the DiCenzos were out. We know because we went to Saint Denis and they weren't there. Now somebody had written to me about what happened to Sloane, and I told him where he can find her. Also, there was some eyewitnesses who saw everything. And she was taken and she was treated. I'm sure you guys knew about that right away. So, this bullshit about y'all looking for Sloane, y'all weren't looking for Sloane or whoever you were riding with. Because you were seen, or the people you were with, guns out, combing our territories.
Yeah, that's where they thought you took her. I told him it was stupid, actually, but nobody wanted to fucking listen to me. I told them, if you had the girl, you probably wouldn't have taken her all the way out to the fucking West on the back of your horse, risking getting caught by anybody, but nobody wanted to listen to me.
So hear this out. You rode out with them looking for trouble. Because if y'all confronted us, I'm going to tell you what was going to happen. A lot of bloodshed was going to ensue. And you weren't just going to stand there. You were going to get active. Period.
I was under the unfortunate misconception that I was helping a girl that I highly regret ever volunteering to help.
Now what we did is going to happen to every single person that rode out against us one by one. And each one's going to get it worse than the next. You rode out that day, you were with our enemies. You got taken, you got punished for it. We've moved on. We don't have any ill will towards you. As a matter of fact, someone here actually thought very positively of you and even wanted to stick their neck out for you. As far as Cora goes, all I know about her is she's got a beautiful voice and she can sing, and that's necessary on account of they tell me yours is gone.
Yeah, well, maybe when I get my stitches off, you'll have a different feeling about that.
I could sing for you, Jack. I got a lovely voice.
Yeah,
Your singing
let Mills do it, honestly.
I've never heard Mills sing.
Can you
I'm
sing
singing
for no one?
Yeah.
I let my gun do the singing.
That's right.
Listen, the honest truth is I really don't harbor any hate for you. As a matter of fact, I feel bad for you for getting caught up in the web. You stuck your neck out and they didn't stick it back out for you. Just got crumpled up and tossed aside. Robbie told me that you're working on some stuff for yourself. Believe it or not, if I could, I'd support you. You want this gun? It means nothing to me. I'll give it back to you. My question is, are you gonna use it against me or anybody over here that I ride with?
I'll promise you right now that I won't.
Oh,
Got no
Jack,
reason to.
you think she deserves it?
There's a lot of things that have happened to me that I didn't deserve. Maybe getting my gun back?
Well, I guess that's perspective, ain't it, Dahlia?
A lot of us
From my
don't deserve things in life.
From my
James.
perspective, you had a good thing going on with Sam. Sam's a very loyal person, right? I've never seen him betray or do anything wrong by his people. But still you left. For a reason I don't know.
I'm gonna respond to that with the exact same thing you just said to me. That's a perspective thing. He was not loyal to what he founded that group on. And that's fine.
Yeah, but then you went
He
and rode
said,
with some schemers, and now you're facing the backlash to it. And
She already faced the backlash to it.
You did. Listen, we're not here to discuss Sam or anyone.
honestly, you all, there's something a lot more important to me than getting this particular gun back. It's not really about the object.
It's the principle.
It's about you knowing that I didn't lie when I said that I don't fucking work for them.
Whose decision was that, though?
It was an
Yours or
agreement.
theirs?
It was an agreement.
Would you
There's
work
not-
for them if you're given the option?
From what I've seen at this point, from the people that I was interacting with, no, I wouldn't work for those people.
Hey, would you work for Dahlia?
Well, right now I'm working for myself.
Yeah, I figured that.
That's a good
See, I know
answer, by the
you're-
way.
I know your type.
Just trying to make my own business.
You got any toe rings? You got a dream catcher?
Why?
Do you call yourself a free spirit?
No, I'm making a legitimate event planning business, and I'm moving forward with my life, and I'm not going to be attached or tied down to any of these motherfuckers anymore.
Business, yeah. What kind of gun do you have on your back there?
This is a stolen Saints Crossing Sheriff's Department Lancaster.
How about we make a trade?
Yeah, I could do that.
Because the way I see it is, we make this trade, we both go our separate ways, or you give us something in return for that gun, such as information on the enemy, but that would put you in the line of sight, wouldn't it? So I think a trade would be the best option here.
She's not an informant, nor will she be.
I will never ever be an informant, not for you, not for them, not for anybody.
Good answer.
And I've already given you some information, and that was personal information because that girl giving information on me got my fucking throat cut.
How
She
you so
wrong about that
convinced?
information, huh?
How you so convinced that Cora told us something? You said with your own mouth that you rode out with the DeCenzos that day.
And she's the only person that saw me in my disguise and identified me based on this outfit that I'm wearing right now, actually. And she told me that to my face. So how else would you guys know that me looking completely different than I've ever looked was riding out with them?
Okay, let me give you a hypothetical. Do you think it's better now that you don't ride with the DeCenzos, that you don't work for them? Or would it have been better that this identity of yours stayed hidden and you still work for them?
If I was working for them, I wouldn't have needed a reason to hide my identity that day.
So let's say it was Cora, which I'm not saying it was, that said something about you. Before that, I already got word about you doing something else as well.
What's that?
It's neither here nor there.
How can I confirm
Shouldn't
or
you-
deny it?
It's okay. I already heard everything I needed. If you were riding with them that day, that means you already had a certain degree of rapport with those folk. Okay? People don't just meet each other, wait for the first time I say, let's go kill people together. That's serious business riding on people. Very serious business. It's how Effie and Nash ended up dead.
That ride out to me was not about killing people. It was about saving someone, the same way that I rode off with Sam to help save James here.
Robbie, what do you make of all this?
Well, she lived 2 houses down from the DeCenzas as Sam. They had good relations, I imagine, between the two groups as they were organizing and keeping Saint Denis organized and safe, etc., etc. So she did probably have good rapport with them, yes. So, of course, she knew them and was friends with them prior to riding with them on this day.
I mean, what
Maybe
do you
that's,
think about her going forward is what I mean to say. Like I said, everything that was done was dealt with. And even if Cora had told me something, and even if she had sung to me and Zip, if that did happen, it happened after whatever happened to you happened, by the way.
Going forward, she'll be in the city. She'll be creating her business, her entertainment, working with a good friend of hers that...
He confirmed it. He
particularly
confirmed it.
likes, man. It's a good person.
Civilians.
She plans on doing this business, and she will have to make up appearances and make friends and make nice in the city, and probably will be on good terms with y'all friends in the East.
Mm-hmm.
But whether or not she decides to whether or not she decides to ever again involve herself in their troubles or to debt herself to their consequence, only time and future will tell.
Are you planning on paying a kick-up fee to your bosses?
If we have to do it for a territory, I think I'll have to do it.
What do they call it actually?
I believe it's called extortion.
Oh no, that's what we call it, but I'm asking what they call it.
That's what the law calls it. I'll use the law, James.
Let me ask you something. You know, you're really caught up and you're really centered on this Cora, who, by the way, is blameless in all of this. She had nothing to do with it. You're really indignant. Now, James over here talked about a fella named Sam, who's always done right by me and my people. And like James says, he's an honest man. What if I told you that him and his people, during a long stint in Sisika while I was there and they looked after me, told me all the stuff you had been up to, who you was seeing on a daily basis, who's you was getting intimate with?
Yeah, that's
You're gonna write on Sam.
Unfortunately.
You're gonna write on Sam too, the way you're trying to write on Cora.
honestly, I wish that what he thought was happening was actually happening, but it never did. So,
Let me ask this. She feels, and I don't mean to speak for you, Dahlia, but based upon our conversation, you feel Sam will come after you, right? And will ride after you.
he absolutely
Seeking
will.
harm upon you. You feel that is something that he will do because he feels betrayed by you walking away.
Mhm.
Now, James, you seem very close and friendly with Sam. Is this accurate? This feeling?
I don't fucking ask him about his problems with other folk. He'll do what he wants to do.
Well, then why are you asking Dahlia about her problems with him?
Because she's obviously coming here trying to tie up loose ends, and quite frankly, I could give a fuck what happens to
But
this
she was
lady
asked a
standing in
question by
front of me.
Jack, and that's why she answered it with what she answered. Fence
Yeah,
sitters.
what'd you just say,
She was
Dahlia,
asked a
that-
question about fence sitters, so
Hold
she
on, hold
answered
on.
it.
You said something about you hoped what he thought was happening did happen. What do you mean by that? You mean riding with the DiCenzos?
No, it means that James, would love to be in a very happy relationship, but unfortunately I never was. So, that assumption is false.
What do you want, sympathy?
No, I want you to understand the truth.
Truth of what?
The truth that I was not with one of them.
On whose
I
volition?
did not work for them, and I am not one of them.
Listen, I tell you what.
Already answered that.
If you were, if you weren't, that's already been settled. Truth is, we heard some whispers. Couldn't really make sense of it. But now I'm sure because you told us yourself. So that puts my mind at ease. If I felt a little bit of remorse earlier, which I didn't even feel then, about doing what I did, I feel even less of it now on account of you confirmed everything. So that's okay. Now, you didn't come here asking for trouble. You came here asking us for something, and you came with a polite tone, which I appreciate.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here meeting with you because Robbie Gold asked me to. That's all it took because I respect him. He's been around. He's been through it and seen it all. I've decided to give you this gun long before we even met. Meaning met here today. However, it's going to come with a stipulation because there's always a catch. Now, do we have to worry going forward before I tell you the stipulation? That you're going to be feeding information about our whereabouts?
Like I said, I'm not going to tell you anything about them. I'm not going to tell them anything about you. It's not what I do.
Okay, I pray that remains true for the rest of your life.
She wouldn't tell you anyway.
The stipulation is, whenever your voice gets better, you're going to owe us some singing.
You got any kiwis? I'm hungry.
Kiwis?
Yeah.
The fruit?
Do you hear?
I'm hungry.
Yeah.
No.
And that gun on your back.
And that gun on your back, that's right.
And that gun on your holster.
It's just a cattleman.
She's putting together a whole entertainment
and your
thing.
shoes.
I don't give a damn. I want 3 songs sung to us on demand. I want 3 on demand songs.
She ain't singing with no goddamn no one on demand.
songs.
She ain't gonna be
If I'm on
your
the fucking
songbird
lam,
on call.
if I'm on the lam, sleeping in the fucking woods with a stick up my ass, eating
I
pine
knew
cones
it.
for dinner, and I want to be sung to something in the fucking dark, she owes me 3 fucking songs. Period. Minimum.
So am I gonna do like you've got 3 wishes that you can use at any time?
No, you're not a fucking genie.
Like
You're a
the number
singer.
just went up to 5.
Performance.
5
$1
songs
on
on
the
5 separate occasions.
Okay.
Don't get ahead of yourself.
5. Do you hear?
I'm
5.
just confirming the
If you're
deal.
a magic
all
genie
right?
with a fucking lamp, we'll ask for much more.
Listen,
It
I'm
just
just
sounds like
I'm-
Jack, won't spend more time listening to your singing. That's it.
Are you a magic genie?
I
Now
am.
trade the fucking guns before that number goes up to 7. Let's see it.
Okay.
All
Oh,
right.
the fucking idiot's got something to say.
James,
Yeah?
cut it out, would you?
Is there some banter? Jesus. What are you looking at?
Thank you.
Five songs.
All right.
Before you go, like Jack was saying, it takes a lot for someone, especially someone we considered one of our enemies, to meet with us face to face on account of what they've probably heard we've done to our enemies, catching people on fire and whatnot. By the way, that's all true.
I'm your Huckleberry.
But what you did today took a lot, so you won't be harmed. Also because Robbie Gold gave his word.
I don't know Jack extremely well, but I do know him to be a man of a bit of honor, and when he said he wouldn't hurt me, I believed him.
Guys, I believe she's complimenting me.
Only a bit.
Well,
what
you
do
are
think?
about 20 pounds lighter than you were about an hour ago. Maybe it's your good looks.
You gonna
What
stay
do I
out of
think about
trouble?
what?
I got no reason to be involved in this trouble anymore.
You ready to get out of here?
Yeah, I mean, unless you want to, you know, tell campfire stories to each other or something.
Fuck no.
We'll do that when you're not
Oh,
around.
Jack. Hold on. Let me
Yeah.
ask. Let me ask one last question.
Yeah.
That day you rode out with them, go find Sloan.
Mhm.
I guess I'm asking this to everyone. That wasn't the day that Effie and Nash fell, right?
No, no, it wasn't.
No, it was the day after.
Okay. That's
Yeah,
all
it
I had
wasn't.
to ask.
Yeah, I wasn't there, and I actually, even though I was around them, I wasn't given any details about that. I don't know why they rode out. I don't know what. I didn't even know what happened until fucking Cora telegrams me about it.
Listen, if you're angry at Cora, you're angry at the wrong person. Okay?
I don't think it's so much of an anger at Cora
Quit pointing at me, you muppet.
that she has, just from my perspective. I think
Told
it's.
you.
I think it's just people you rode with that you care about, and she's worried that they all hate her and moved on, and now it's just emotions and bitterness maybe, and you got a little bitterness in there, Dahlia. You can be honest.
Oh, I'll be very honest. Actually, there was a reason that I told Sam Cora wouldn't be a good fit for the club, but I voted her in anyway because I said I'd give her a chance. And that's her history with other groups. And that history is that she tries to overthrow whatever group she gets in. I think she's been in, what, 4 or 5 at this point? And do whatever she can to get to the top. She's
Can you
also
name
a
'em?
big fan of mine. I don't know. That's just like one of the red groups.
Oh, well, you know the 4 or
I don't
5
know.
groups, and you don't know the names of them.
Well, I know she rode with Delaney. That's all I know. She was with.
Delaney was the one before us, yeah.
Yeah.
That's where I got
It
this
just sounds
opinion
like
of
you're
her.
trying to redirect the blame or something.
I'm not trying to redirect blame. I'm just saying what I've seen.
Listen, she done accepted her blame already, man. What more
Yeah.
can she do? She done fucking spilled her blood. She done came in with the right tone. It's done with. I'm over it.
Wonderful. Any more questions?
Yeah, tell her to find a good voice doctor.
A good voice doctor.
That's right.
I guess I'll take her to
Philanthropist.
Sloan then. Sloan might be the best doctor.
Fuck that.
I'm kidding. Put your gun away.
I'd rather fucking never sing again than
No,
go
I
with
actually
her.
know a good doctor. Play poker with him if he's ever around.
She's not a doctor, by the way. She's a witch. She uses magic.
No.
Yep.
He
mirrors
said, she
and sand.
said, everybody says whatever they want to say about people they don't like.
Look at it, man. She's like a helpless bird.
Did you just call me a helpless bird?
A helpless
did.
baby bird, man. Just confused. Don't know what the fuck she's doing. Don't
All
get
right,
involved in
listen.
big messes. Has no fucking idea.
I'm kidding out of here.
Before we
What do
get
you do?
any-
What do you come any closer? I will bite your
10
nose
paces
right off your
back
fucking
left.
head.
I've seen it.
I will bite your nose
meters.
right off of your head. I'm not kidding.
Jack, I'm not gonna come
You
close.
hear that?
I will slit her
How
throat.
how mad are you gonna
Stormy
be?
weather, get
I'm
your
gonna
ass out of
recommend you
here.
get out of here.
How
Get outta
mad are you
here.
gonna be when I prove you wrong?
You
Huh?
keep flirting with
Get
my
this
fucking
baby
sleeve.
bird. Get this
Come
baby
on,
out
before
of
Jack
here, man.
falls in love, he's prone to it. It's his
Jack,
weakness.
Weak baby bird.
Thank you. Y'all take care. I can't get through the trees. Shit.
Oh my fucking god.
Forest so goddamn thick up here.
Not so bad, right?
No, they're not.
I told you, me and him get along actually pretty well.
Well, I believed you. Horse just sitting over here. That's the one I scared off, I guess. Oh, that elk is loud. There's a bear on the other side. The water's here. There's grizzlies. They are nasty.
Well, that feels like a big weight off my back.
Good. Oh, I thought I saw
Oh,
that.
shit.
Protect's got this.
Where are they?
Oh. Careful.
Sometimes they get scared if you just shoot at them even.
Yeah. Just, I don't want Totec scared.
Yeah.
Of the shots. Calm down. Slow down before you run me off a goddamn cliff again.
Oh,
Did that last
literally.
night. Ran me off a freaking cliff. I was
RC! Oh my god, I'm so excited to see it! I know what it is.
What?
You think that's gonna help my case with Sam?
Doubtful. I make it worse.
What do you mean?
Going in on Cora. Cora's got his ear now, right?
No. Fuck that bitch. She's going.
I'm just
between
saying.
Groups. If Jack doesn't want to believe me that she's given every piece of information that she has to the Italians, that's on him.
Well, I'm not saying that. That's not what I said. You said, question was, will it help with Sam? Calm down. Hey, calm down.
Just saying, it's kind of funny that I got my throat slit for being a fence sitter and she's the one feeding information to both sides. He confirmed
Well, that's
it.
not why you got your throat slit.
He
They made it
confirmed
pretty
it.
clear you got hurt because you were riding with them that day.
But he confirmed that she's the one that gave him that information. And she also was feeding information to me and the Italians the entire time I was with them. So if he wants to make a big deal out of principle and honesty and being a fence sitter, don't think he should be so easy on her.
Well, Jack's gonna pick and choose when the principle applies. Truth of the matter is, Jack's violent. He needs a reason to be violent sometimes, and you just gave him one. That's it. The natives come down here to this tree.
Yep.
They do trades and exchanges. Hoping there's a bite to eat here.
I have some food. I'll give it to you.
There's some jerky.
You know what's funny is that Sam thought that James had a crush on me when he met me.
Probably did. That's why he's so butthurt for Sam. All right. I gave him moonshine and a squirrel. With 2 pieces of jerky.
Perfect. Yes. The squirrel. Yes.
Yeah. I had a little squirrel pelt in my...
Robbie came in so fucking
Back
clutch.
there.
That was insane.
This is Max's grave here. She loved reading. You'd always find her with a book.
Yeah, I read it.
She had a gentle touch. A medica healer. It's Philly. Got an armadillo on his grave because I guess his dad owned some armadillo ranch or something. He murdered Sheriff Woody. And so whenever he was finally caught and they took him in, they played games to decide whether he'd live or die. Cast lots and voted and dice and coin flips. Law, the moral standard for our society. Played games with a man's life on whether he'd live or die. A man that was truly remorseful and destroyed inside and out, riddled with guilt over killing some man. A man that deserved it. He was young, 18 or 19, full of life and always playing around, joking around, acting a fool, kind of like some of them up there. Always got on my goddamn nerves. I yelled at him constantly. I was cantankerous even when I was young. And then Michael's over here to his right, buried in the ground, didn't even get a headstone. I was locked away in Sisika. Rest of the Lane gang was gone, just Michael and Darla. Michael, I guess he took on all the Dicenzas himself.
What
Tried
the
to
fuck?
fight them all. Went down in a blaze of glory. As they gunned him down, a single man. What he wanted. His brother died dueling a lawman. He didn't have much else to live for. This is the future.
What do you mean?
Well, this is my past, but this is so many others' future.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
Everybody that involves himself in strife and turmoil in the ways that we did. That is the end. That is what you have to look forward to. Many, many graves that you'll end up visiting day after day. And eventually you get to the point where you wonder, why am I not the one on the ground? They deserve to live more than I did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, that part, definitely.
You like burros?
What?
Do you like burros?
Do I like burros?
Donkeys.
Oh, I don't know anything. No, I don't know.
You ever been on a donkey?
No, are you about to have me ride a donkey?
Look at the donkey.
You're gonna have me ride a donkey right now. That's
Look
what
how
you're gonna
little
do.
it is.
I'm too big for this donkey. Like,
No, you're not.
I'm a
It's
small
an-
girl, but I am too big to ride this donkey.
This here is a little donkey ranch, and my friend Chavez, he used to ride a donkey just like this.
Should I try to ride
And he
this
was
donkey
about
right
a
now?
250-pound man.
Should I try and ride this donkey
Get
right
on
now?
the donkey. Hurry before it gets all angry and starts hee-hawing like crazy.
Oh my god.
You never been on a
I feel
donkey?
bad. No, I've never been on a donkey. I feel
Bring it
bad.
over
I feel bad. I feel really
Don't
bad.
feel bad.
No. I feel like I'm hurting it. I feel like it
It's
is. I'm too
fine.
big.
One of the first jobs me, Chavez, and Becca
Call
Lang
him
ever
Lawrence,
did
I'm
is
sure.
Chavez got on an ass just like that, and he rode it through fucking town. Fast as he could, made the lawman chase him out of town. He rode it right through under the bridge. There's a tunnel, and he rode it through the tunnel, and we was all waiting on the other side, jumped out with our guns, and said, aha, we got you, lawman. It was fun. Stole all his guns off of him. This is Chavez.
Well, Chavez, may I offer you this donkey?
He would say, gracias, señorita. He was the life of everybody he was ever at. Loved by everyone, even his enemies. He's the one that cut off Cesare's nipple.
Right to this. I'm sorry, what?
What?
What did you just fucking say to me?
He cut off Cesari's nipple.
Um.
And then he put it in his pocket in a tiny little bag and kept it for a long time until it turned crusty. I don't remember how. I think he lost it. I don't know if they ever got it
Cooper,
back.
thank you so much for the raid. Are you telling me that... I'm sorry.
What?
So...
What, you didn't know Cesari's missing a nipple?
No.
Yes.
Wow, rest in peace, Chavez.
That's why they call him nipple clops.
Who the fuck calls him nipple clops?
I don't know. I think Moxie or Goldie does. I don't remember. I've heard him called that.
Unlock hunting! Okay. Yeah.
Chavez loved torture, but he also loved life. I don't know how a man could do two things that are the same, but he's crazy son of a bitch. He was kidnapped with Darla. I kind of told you that story. They had him up against the wall of Manzanita Post. We rode up on him, gunned them all down. But Chavez was gunned down too, so he was hurt and bleeding and just freshly patched up from Max, and Cesare was freshly also patched up from Max, just laying on the ground bleeding, and Chavez decided he wanted just a little bit more from him.
So Chavez looked at this bleeding Italian man on the
Well,
ground.
he was also
and he was like,
Chavez.
you know what?
They both were.
He was like, you know what? Let me get this nipple real quick.
I think he was torturing him, and he was I forget like why what he was information he was trying to get, or whether he was trying to get him to surrender. I don't really know what he was trying to get out of him. My memory's fuzzy on a lot of the details fast like that. But he ended up cutting off his nipple. He asked him which one. I think he gave. I remember him giving him the option.
We gave him a choice.
Right.
That's really nice of him. Yeah. I wonder which one he chose.
Yeah. Probably should have taken Sonny's.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I think we liked Sonny more back then. Even though they were our enemy, I think we liked Sonny more.
Why would you like Sonny more?
Well, we beat the shit out of Cesare. At least I did.
Why did you hate him so much?
Cesare was like a punching bag back then.
What?
Yeah. I mean, he got shot in the chest the day we stole their guns.
What?
Well, Vinny was running his mouth, and so Cesare got shot in the chest because the elder Billy couldn't tell who was running their mouth, Vinny or Cesare. And he thought Cesare was running his mouth, and so he shot Cesare when it wasn't even Cesare.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Yeah. Calm down, Burrow.
Let's get a shout out for Zeus, please.
And then I beat them up whenever they tried to kidnap me. And they took me to this very valley, to that ranch down there. And tried to torture me, but I got loose and beat up Cesare and then got into the woods.
Wow.
And then I hit him over the head with a shotgun as we both ran out of ammunition at the end of a firefight. And Sonny tried to stab me, and then Becker shot Sonny off of me.
Jesus Christ.
What?
It's just a very eventful sequence of events that you've described.
Oh. I mean, that's only like 1/4 of it.
Was this before or after? I'm still caught up on the nipple thing. I really can't get over the nipple thing, actually.
Well, the same day I beat him over the head with a shotgun was the same day that his nipple was cut off. And then we tied him up behind our horses and drugged him to Blackwater.
Yeah, that's a bad day. That's a bad day.
Yeah, they definitely had a bad day. And we put it in the paper that they were wolves and people should beware of them. that they weren't these saviors of Blackwater fighting the Lane Gang, but they were actually wolves preying upon them. Because the people of Blackwater, I mean, people hated us. We robbed everybody.
I'm disintegrating right now. I'm
Indiscriminately.
I'm dying.
Whatever we wanted from everyone. Mostly from the law, but from them too. It's funny. We were either loved or hated. There was no like in between.
I mean, you know, like I always say, love me or hate me, still an obsession. That's been my motto the past few weeks.
We never hid, though. Everybody knew exactly who we were. This son of a bitch. This one's on me.
I'm not over the nipple. I can't stop thinking about the nipple thing.
Never would have died had I not killed O'Neill.
Who's O'Neill?
Poor son of a bitch that never deserved to die that I shot in front of the DiCenzos just to prove a point. I think I told you a story yesterday, didn't I?
Oh, yeah.
DiCenzo shot him several times, and then I just finished him off. Yeah. Well, apparently O'Neill had a friend named Renee, who I feel like I knew O'Neill better than Renee did, but Renee was a violent man looking for any reason to be violent.
So I heard about your nipple.
Renee was determined to find out who killed O'Neill. So I told O'Neill that the DiCenzos did it because technically they did do it as well.
You know that now we know about Poppy and his nipple?
Man died, but
all because of Robbie Gold.
I am the one that put the final bullets. So finally, Renee kind of pushes the pieces together and shows up on a day where I'm about to kill a sheriff and his wife. And we were doing it in the middle of Strawberry. Public execution for a sheriff that gunned down somebody in a cell. He had a man in the cell and he didn't like the words he was being told, so he shot him 3 times with a shotgun. A helpless man in the behind bar shot 3 times.
Dahlia got her own gun back, okay?
So we were publicly executing him, me, Chavez, and Michael. And Rose was there, his wife, Sheriff Wynn was his name. I had been shot already by Rose. She shot me with a fucking bolt action like the one I'm carrying. I was bleeding awful, had my gun out, and was holding the whole town hostage. And back and forth with a woman named Georgie. You ever met Georgie? She's still around.
No, never.
Same woman that nearly killed me with her badass blood. Anyway. Renee shows up during this whole execution thing. We're trying to be grand and give this show, because I was a showman when I did things. Had to be. And Renee shows up, asks me, just walks up to me while I'm holding everybody hostage. And then he's like, I'm so sorry, I'm interrupting so much, but did you kill O'Neill? It was so point blank. And I was like, yeah, Renee. And I liked Renee. Renee was my friend. I was like, yeah, Renee, I'm the actually one who pulled the trigger and killed him. But he was already dead. And before I could say anything else, Renee started stabbing me.
What?
Yeah. And so he stabbed me twice. I think I shot him once. And then a whole gunfight ensued in which Rose got loose and slit Chavez's throat. Basically, he dropped dead there. I lost so much blood, and Georgie grabbed me, ran me out of town, and tried to save my life and nearly killed me in the process.
Wait, his music, he played music too?
Yeah, he always had a stupid ass trumpet. I hate fucking trumpets. Makes me want to shoot the damn one inside the knee every time I hear him tooting his little trumpet.
I usually slit his throat. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Chavez would knock him out and then start playing instead of him. And ask for money from passerbyers.
It's true, Immaculate.
Hey, cabron, you got any money?
Damn, that sounds like quite a loss, actually.
He was. Actions have consequences, and so we all died with consequences. They did. I took Goldie around to all these whenever I first met her and showed her. Hoping to influence her to make a decision to not be involved with endless war against the West and Summers and everyone else.
Goldie was just an agent of chaos, always. That's
But she liked fun. She liked to do things, but she didn't actually like warring either. And she's like us. We didn't. Yeah. She wanted to rob banks and do silly shit. That's what she wants to do. She doesn't want to fight wars and kill people and kill law, or else she would. You need to telegram anybody if they're worried about you. We'll head back to Saint Denis.
Let me check, yeah.
All right. Be careful at this station whenever you stop here.
Why?
People stalk it.
Some really long songs.
Good. People stalk it. They rob it often. Sit in the bushes across and wait for people to come by. Hunters in the like and take from them. This was one of our points we always met back at. Hell, it's where Becca Lang finally was caught.
Short people got no reason. Literally just like troll, like give them troll songs, like all of the songs. You know what? We're gonna make this a little bit more spicy. Flounderfish. I'm trying to make sure this is... What's new? What's new, pussycat? Oh my god! No! Wait a minute! Wait! Don't even! I'm gonna play What's New, Pussycat right fucking now. We used to have that. We used to troll this song in bars. Yo. No! No! Oh my god! Stop it! Okay, all right. I like how I'm sending a very serious, like, romantic telegram right now. And we're like, what's new, pussycat? Whoa. All right. Okay, I think it's so cursed. Oh, I love it. Don't even talk to me about the fucking Evangelion theme song. Cheeseburger in paradise. Alright, I'm good.
Alright.
Oh my
Anyone
God.
worried?
No, I'm good.
Alright.
No. Okay, I can't even handle it. I haven't heard that song in almost 10 years. I want to say thank you.
What?
For that. That wouldn't have happened the way it happened if it wasn't for you.
You're welcome.
Nothing to do with the death.
I told you I would.
Yeah, but you didn't have to.
We don't have to do many things in life.
I mean, it kind of made all the difference. You even stuck up for me when we were there.
Because James is an idiot.
I mean, I can't argue with you there.
He's... he killed a very important man. And in doing so, it made him a very important man. And it did. The reality of the matter is it did. In outlaw world and the gunslinger lifestyle, who you kill is very much a part of who you are. And to best a man like Solomon Walker on even his bad days is still means something.
Now, what is your perspective on the fact that Sam viewed Solomon as a mentor, but then worked with his killer afterwards? Because some people, they think that's a little spicy.
Nah, not to it. We all have enemies. You don't judge people by the enemies.
A lot of people judge people by the enemies.
Yeah, and those people are wrong, I'd say.
I could agree with that.
Everybody piles on and wants to fight Jack because they think what they want to think. Jack is brash. Jack is impatient. Jack is violent. He is all of those things. But Jack can also easily work with you and be a friend just as easily as he can be an enemy. But the thing is one group goes off and says this about Jack, and then the next group agrees, and then the next group agrees, and then the next group, embellishes their story, and every group embellishes their story just a little bit to the point where they all believe the same thing and they judge each other by the enemies. So they look at Jack and they see, well, there's one common denominator that's fought the entire crossing, and it's Jack. Jack keeps fighting everybody. Well, maybe Jack just is least likely to lie about his motives and what he's doing than everybody else. And that's why people keep fighting him. Because he doesn't wear a mask.
How do you think Jack looks at me now after that?
Like he told you he did. He sees that it took courage. And it took understanding. Do I think he believes you're going to be a friend? No. But perhaps he views you in a light that maybe you're a little bit above some of his other enemies, that you're willing to at least talk, even after he has wronged you in your eyes. Not in his eyes, but in your eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas
What's
most
with the bottle
people,
tree?
when
Let's
they're
go to the bottle
wrong,
tree.
the bottle tree.
Yeah, right there, to the left. Continue.
I was just saying, most people
when they're wronged would go off on some kind of rampage.
Yes.
Vendetta.
And call him unhonorable and this and that, and not listen to why he did it or the motives or anything like that. And blood for blood, right?
Mm-hmm.
And maybe you're the same way. Maybe you're just more patient and waiting your moment. There's nothing wrong with that if that's what you want to do.
Maybe I'm a reasonable person.
Reasonable. Reasonable people are shot in the throat or slashed their throat and then just understand. Is that reason? I run off. Go play. Oh, son of a bitch.
Shit. Fuck. Still got the same thing.
No, I've never been up here to shoot. Not on purpose. The hell?
Don't worry about it. Fuck. God damn it.
On.
I got restless leg syndrome. Fuck, it's still not stopping. How do we stop it? I forgot how we stop it. Okay, alright, it worked. Alright.